Hey friends, happy Sunday, happy weekend, and happy start of a new week. Welcome to my live, and if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. I'm glad that you were able to join me either this evening or later on throughout the week. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Chalk Couture. If you happen to be looking for inexpensive, easy, quick home decor ideas, then you happen to be in the right place. I hope to show you some easy to clean, easy to create ideas that you can in turn do with products that you find around your house. Once you hop on, say hi in the comments, tell me where you are watching from. I happen to be in central Kansas. It was a hot one today. With the humidity and the heat index, it was about 107. Excuse me. So I hope it's cool where you're at. Trying to think. I've kind of lost my groove. I'm using an online platform this evening called StreamYard. So I'm live in 3 locations this evening. I'm live on my Facebook business page. I'm live on my YouTube channel, and I'm also live in my private Facebook group. And I tell you that in case you hear me refer to a comment that you don't see in your comment feed, that person may be viewing and commenting from a different platform. Also, if you are watching from my private group, if you wouldn't mind giving StreamYard permission to use your profile name and pic, that way you show up under your name in my comments and not Facebook user, and then I know who to say hi to. Speaking of saying hi, it looks like I've got quite a few comments and people saying hi. Excuse my coughing. I probably need to find a cough drop, but I don't think I have any. I see that Donna is watching. Good evening. And Jason is watching from the other side of the door. Rhonda is watching from Belleville, Ontario, Canada. I believe, Rhonda, that you are my first Canadian viewer. So welcome. That's exciting. Donna says she's watching from her home office in central Kansas. She lives in the same town that I do. She's in a different neighborhood. So with that, once you get settled, hit that heart button, hit that like button, and if you wouldn't mind spreading the Chalk love around Facebook or YouTube, help me out in that algorithm. Tag any crafty friends that you might have, and so that you can help me grow my page. But welcome to everybody. With that, I'm going to flip the camera so you can see what we're working on this evening. So I have pulled out a couple of current transfers, a couple of older transfers that have retired. And then I also have these inexpensive notebooks that I purchased from Walmart. My husband is bringing me some cough drops. I just need to, thank you. I need to put a stash down here. I hope you don't mind me popping that in. So I found this cute little journal. It just says, first you dream, then you do. It has really pretty kind of fall boho colors, which seem to be really in right now. And then the edges of the pages are decorated, and it is a lined journal. And then I found this top-bound spiral notebook. It just has some lined pages. And then I have two of these. It's cute little gold. Both of these are gold foiled. This one has plants and looks like succulents. So if you're into that, I'm not much of a plant person. Love them, but they don't love me. I kill them. Anybody else a plant killer? Raise your hand if you're a plant killer. So I'm going to be using the brand new small patches. And these are, get a ruler out. I think these are 4 by 2.5. Yep. So what I plan to do is just to chalk little phrases onto these patches and then either iron them on or glue them on. So I think they'll work perfect. And I only have 3. So I'll just have to pull out some canvas for the 4th one. But these are typically an iron-on patch. So you just peel off this backing paper. They come with instructions. It says preheat iron to medium setting approximately 110 to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove backing paper. Place patch on fabric. If you're putting it on fabric, stitching side up. Place a cloth or light towel over the patch and iron in a slow circular motion, pressing firmly for 30 seconds. Turn fabric over and iron on the back for another 30 seconds without the cloth. Let cool for 1 minute. If the edges of the patch can be lifted, repeat steps 4 and 5. Do not use on fabrics with a low melting point, i.e. Some of those fabric cubby bins that you get for your cubicle storage. Those have a low melting point and are not iron safe usually. This says avoid nylon, vinyl, and leather, and do not wash or bleach. And I don't think I'm going to iron these on. I actually think I'm just going to use some glue because I don't want to melt the plastic part of the notebook. So, and I picked out some coordinating colors of ink. So for this one, I have papaya. I think I picked out Regal, which I believe is retired. And then I was going to do red and black for this one. Heads up, Donna. And then I picked Tide for this one. And I could even switch these two. I could put purple with this and Tide with that, since this one has a little more blue and green in it. So with that, we'll get started. So I think from this is the Shine Bright Minis. So this is one of the silkscreen transfers that we are going to use. These are reusable about 8 to 12 times, depending on how well you take care of them. So you do want to somehow denote that this is the back side of the carrier sheet. So I've already written the name on the back, so that when I'm done cleaning these transfers, I know to stick them on this side and that this is the back side. Jason says he likes aquatic and terrestrial plants. Yes, he's pretty good at growing stuff in a fish tank. So I think I kind of like this, remember why you started. And I think if I put it to one side of the patch, then maybe we can fill in with some flowers or hearts. We could do gold digger on this one, perhaps. That's what I was thinking. You could even pull out, if you've been in, oh no, you were asking about plant killers. Oh, you kill aquatic and terrestrial plants. Yeah, me too. Well, you can grow plants. You can pull out some of your older transfers, like your life is your story. This whole thing won't fit on there, but you could put part of your life is your story. You could do either of these dreams. You could do dream, create, or inspire. You could pull out this dream. I also thought it would be really funny on this part, this piece of the A Day Without Coffee. You could just put, just kidding, I have no idea. I think that would be a really cute sarcastic patch to put on one of our notebooks. So we just have to decide what we want to do. And I do need to get another piece of canvas. I forgot to grab that. I was too busy watching the NASCAR race and not. I might just grab. I have to figure out where all my canvas went. That wasn't too hard. Okay, I found some canvas. So you could even just take, you don't necessarily have to have the cute patches. You could take a pair of jeans and tear it up, like if you have an old pair of jeans. All sorts of things. I think we'll just use this piece. Donna says she loves the Just Kidding. I have no idea. I think that one's adorable. So are you saying you want me to do that one on the red and the black one? So I just put a little cut in my fabric, and then I can tear it. So now I have a fourth patch, just like that. And these are just the canvas banners. I like to just tear them up into little canvas pieces. Donna says, of course. Okay. So since we have that one out, I didn't pull out an ink mat, but you may not need to use an ink mat for this. I think I can just hold it down. So on this, I'm just going to pull the transfer off of the backer sheet. Let's put these out of the way. Bring in our notebook. Normally you would see me fuzz a transfer, but because I'm using it on fabric, I'm not going to fuzz. It does need a little something to jazz it up though. I did pull this one out also for the flowers, but you could also move this up and use one of the flowers, or one of the arrow. It just barely fits. Actually, we'll make it fit. I'm just going to tape off. It has the feathers at the back. I'll just tape off the last set, and then it'll fit. I think I'll put it up a little farther. think we'll do the arrow first. We'll tape off this set. Okay, so let's get I have candy apple red ink. This is ink. I'm not using chalk paste this evening. This is our permanent ink. You can heat set it using an iron or an easy press or a heat press. And then it becomes washable and permanent. So I'm just using this multi-tool. And I'm just dragging it down and across the silk screen area. So there's our arrow. Let's dry that. Plug in my quick dry tool because I can concentrate the air a little better. It's not quite dry, but it's close. So then I'm going to bring this, transfer over. I'm going to burnish it really well. I'm going to hold it down. And with a light touch, because this one isn't sticking really well, I'm going to use a light touch, and I'm just going to skim my multi-tool across the silk screen area. So this is a cute way to upcycle just a random generic notebook from, I don't know if I'm going to get that down right, from a department store, big box store, stationery store. I didn't quite get the coverage that I wanted, so I tried to lay it back down. That's better. Let's get that dry. Everyone have a good weekend. My mama's birthday was last week, so but we couldn't go last week. We had something come up, so we went to my hometown yesterday and hung out with my mama and my daddy. So that was fun. Jason says he had a great weekend. Okay, so I'm just going to wash this off so I can reuse it and cut down on the amount of tools that I'm using. So there's what that one's going to look like, but I haven't glued it down yet. And you can, it's kind of plain, but I might be able to think of something to add to it, or we can just leave it like that. So there's that one. Let's bring in this one. We'll bring in one of these patches. And I think we'll do the remember why you started. Actually, this one's going to have to go, oh no, it can go this way. You could either put this one long ways, lengthways. I think I like it like that. So I'm going to put this one over to the side. I'm just thinking. Or you could do the shine bright. You could do the light bulb up and down with some flowers. What do y'all think? You could bring in the dream, create, or inspire. These fit better, but we'll do it centered. Up and down to go with the, Donna says maybe the light bulb, up and down to go with the flowers. And then we could maybe put some of the flowers from this transfer on there. Like that. Is it going to look weird to have a papaya light bulb? You said the black squiggle, these green squiggly lines. Oh, that does look cute. And then maybe we can pull in this flower similar to that shape a little bit. Okay, let's just do this and see what we think. So this is papaya. It's a really pretty kind of rust orange color, kind of a burnt orange. So I'm just using my multi-tool. I should probably use a larger squeegee just to avoid extra strokes, but this is what we have out. Okay, so I'm going to check my fingers before I pull that off. Oops. It's pretty. So I'm just going to set that to the side. Let's dry that a little bit. What do y'all think about a couple of flowers? Or see if this word shine would happen to fit. Might. Let's try that. And I think I'm going to get either curry or gold. So I have curry or gold that I could use. It's going to be a little difficult with the stitching and the corners, but we could do it. I'm okay with giving it a whirl. I probably should have moved the light bulb up a little bit, but this was kind of an afterthought. I kind of like curry with the notebook because it matches really well, but you kind of almost have to go with a shimmer on the word shine. Is that mandatory? What do y'all think? Curry or gold? Any thoughts? Let's kind of thinking gold. Donna says the green lines look black to me, so whatever you think looks best. It probably does look black in your camera, but they're kind of a dark green. Okay, let's try gold. I'm going to put this down on my desk so I have the best smooth surface. And again, I'm just going to drag the ink across the silkscreen material. If you're worried about the bottom, I like to turn it upside down, and then I'm going away from where I don't want to paste or ink. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's pretty. I like it. Let's close that one up. I think that looks pretty. Good choice, Donna. So there's what that one looks like. That looks really good. So let's give that a dry. Okay. So there's that one. So we have 2 notebooks. Let's get this cut off. So this one is 200 pages, and it just has simple little lines. Cute little foiling on the front side. Same way with this one. Cute little foiling and some plants. Lined a journal. We can make it look cuter. So now we just have to figure out. I think we can use the gold digger on one of these. And then maybe the dream from this transfer. Okay. So for this one, I'm just trying to figure out which color to use, because either color will work on either notebook. I think we'll switch it up. I think we'll do Regal on this one and Tide on that one. Okay. So and I don't believe Regal is available anymore, but you could certainly try to mix it yourself with probably red and blue and pink, or just red and blue. Should we? Oops, made a mess. I'm wondering if we should add a little gold or just keep it all Regal. I'll throw that away because that's going to make a mess. I think we'll just go all Regal. Keep it easy. So again, just using my multi-tool. And I have to tell you, most of this ink these are my original containers that I've purchased over the past 4 years. Oh, it lasts a long time. It turned out pretty. Let's give that a dry. And we can always interchange these if we feel afterwards they don't match their notebook. Let's do this one. This is Tide. It's one of my favorite ink colors besides Couture Teal. Let's get this cleaned off. So then we can do Dream. How's everybody doing out there? Okay. Donna's making her list for next week. Do you think you need these notebooks? Next week. What's your, oh, are you making a work list, or am I missing something that's next week? This might be a fun class to do too, is to offer. Oops, that didn't get. You could make a couple of different notebooks, because I honestly don't think I spent more than $5 on these notebooks a piece. It would be a great way to get friends together. So I didn't get, my D didn't get all the way inked. No, you're just making the standard to-do list. The rest of your students come back in 2 weeks. Gotcha. I was just hoping I wasn't missing anything, which could totally be the case. I quit using a paper planner last month or in June, and I don't know. I may have to go back to it. I felt lost. Of course, July went so fast, I'm not for sure a planner would have helped. Jason, I said earlier, said he likes this color. Well, Donna, if one of these notebooks suits your fancy, I could certainly bring it when I bring your sign, because I should have it done in the next couple of days. I have to seal one side tonight. I had some snafus with the paint, and when I peeled up my vinyl stencil, some of the paint peeled up, so I had to do a lot of fixing today. Donna says the paper gives you peace. Yeah. I did bust out the spiral notebook that I made. That one that I upcycled a month or so ago. And I started to use it just for some list making. I'll try to keep using the Google Calendar for my calendar. That one is still really tacky. So we'll definitely iron that one last. And I may not get to all these this evening, typically mainly because I like to let my ink projects dry overnight. These are smaller ink projects though. I'm going to put that one to the side. Some of these fill dry. And we might be able to speed them up when we iron them. So let's give that a whirl. So I'm going to pull my silicone mat over. Donna says I need that black and red notebook. Well, I had you and my mother in mind when I bought that black notebook. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so I'm going to try to heat set these. But again, I normally like to let my ink projects dry overnight. So I just have a piece of parchment paper. I have my little $13 or you take the gold digger, this one. And we still need to determine if we think, ow, I just burned myself. The Tide Dream looks better on this one, or if the gold digger looks better on that one. Okay, so I just have my iron. I don't want it on max because that's too hot. It says my arm. This one is a steam iron, but you don't want to use the steam. You just want to use the regular iron. And you can tell when it's been heat set because it's tacky right now. And once it's heat set, it loses that tackiness. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, if you look at the ticker down here, I'm doing a giftaway. So if you type in hashtag giftaway in the comments, I will draw that at the end of the broadcast this evening. And you will win something. I haven't quite chosen yet, but you will win some Happy Mail. So just type in the word hashtag giftaway, GIFTWAY, with the hashtag in front of it, just like it says coming across the ticker right now. And I will get you some Happy Mail. So I think this might have, hopefully it's cooled off a little bit. So I just have my, it's still really hot. I just have my parchment paper down. And I'm just going to use the iron, not only to dry the ink at this point, but to heat set it. Hopefully not scorch anything. So it looks like Donna has entered. Feels pretty good. And you'll know if it's still too wet because the ink will come off onto your parchment paper. So then I'm just going to sandwich it and iron it from the back a little bit, just to kind of heat set both sides. So that seems dry. So then let's bring in our notebook, and this will give some of our other patches a chance to dry as well. So I think I'm just on this one. I think I'll just use this power tack. I've used those fusible, or that peel and stick fabric stuff, and it worked fairly well. In fact, I don't know what I want to use. Let's see if I can find it. I can't find it. I've moved my stuff around, so I have no idea where it's at. So we'll just use this. it'll work. So this is just an all-purpose industrial strength glue. And I'm gluing it to myself. Okay. Hopefully that's enough glue. I don't want it to ooze out. And it did. I think this will work. It's definitely stuck. So there's that one, and I'll probably add a cute little tassel or something to it. Sometimes I like to tie little yarn or embroidery floss up here. But there's that one. And I'll have to, hopefully my glue doesn't seep through. Okay, so let's go on to the next one, which was the shine. And my only concern is, will I end up ironing this paper to this fusible stuff? Or can I might be able to take it off. I'm just going to peel it off. That way I can use the glue. There. Donna says she must mean that one. She likes it. She's she's a red fan. Okay, so let's iron this one. You kind of want to keep your iron moving so you don't scorch your fabric. Let's sandwich that one. We'll heat set the back. Do it one more time on the front. Okay, that's hot. So let's kind of cool it off a little bit. Okay, let's get this stuff out again. And you could probably get away with hot gluing it as well. I think I'm going to go as heavy on the glue as I did on that other one. use that piece of cardboard. Let's see if we can smash that on there. Ah. Some of my glue seeped out. I think I can get it off. That one's on there good. So there's that one. Cute. I love that notebook. Okay. Now on to these two. Do we want to switch these or keep them on the notebook that they're on? Gold Digger on the plants or on the striped one? Dream on the plants or on the striped one? Okay. I think while you guys are choosing, I'll go ahead and heat set this one. See if I can get lucky and pull that iron on off again. Yep, that one just came right off. You think Gold Digger? Oh yeah, that is funny. You're digging for plants. Dream on the plants because we can't keep them alive. That's also funny. It's a tough choice. Either one looks great on either notebook. That I do, yeah. I don't know. Tough choice. This will be one of those where I just need to go back and get another book of each notebook and make the opposite. That's a tough one. Oh well, let's heat set that and then I'll kind of think on that one a little bit more. You both make good points, Donna and Jason. I just don't know which one I want to go with. Okay, so let's heat set this one. Then we'll sandwich that one. You don't necessarily have to heat set the back, but if it's the ink has come through on the back and it's still kind of wet, that it's a good idea to heat set that part of it. Air it out a little bit. It's hot. Okay, let's peel this off. And there are larger patches as well. They're more of a square shape. So you could put these iron-on patches, like if there's like tea towels that have more of a pile to them, like a terry cloth tea towel versus a flat tea towel. That's where these patches come in handy. What's up with that? So you can just iron them on directly to a terry cloth towel. This one's a little different. You could also like a chenille blanket that you wouldn't be able to heat set on or ink on because it's too fuzzy. That's where these patches come in handy. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. It's like this one had 2 layers. Just don't want to heat set it to my silicone mat, or I don't want to activate the iron-on onto my mat. So that's why I was pulling it off. These would be cute to ink on and then iron them onto a denim jacket. I think this one may have just had a couple of layers. That's weird. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. I may end up ironing it onto my parchment paper. We shall see. Here goes. It's coming off. This is definitely an instance where you want the parchment paper because you don't want that iron-on use stuff on your iron. That would be a mess. That's hot. Okay. Okay. I think we'll go with this one. This one just seems more like Galax. It looks like galaxy, dreamy. So I think it's tough. Although these little sparkles match with those sparkles. Let's just keep it the way it was. Okay, so I'm just going to use some more of this Power Tack. I don't know. And I really, yeah, I don't know. Nope. Let's go with our gut. Let's go with our first instinct. I can always get a couple more notebooks and do it differently the next time. Just gonna push that down a little bit. Oh, not stiff enough. Let's get a multi-tool. Not that one. Got some glue that oozed out. So there's that one. Cute. Donna says one can never have too many notebooks. I have a whole bookshelf. Well, not a whole bookshelf, but I have a bookshelf that has lots of empty notebooks on it. Okay, so let's glue this one. These patches are really cute. I love the stitching around the patch. Makes it look very finished. But I also like the frayed look of the first patch that we did. Where's my, lost my cap for a minute. Okay, so that we're done with that. So let's push that one down. My apologies, friends. I always try for quick, easy projects, but it always seems like my lives are always over an hour. Thanks for hanging out with me. Got some over here. Got some glue we got to get rid of. Okay, so there is that notebook. So, less than a few dollars. I think each notebook was less than $5. So, very inexpensive project. The patches are, I don't remember how much they are. So, let's look real quick. So I'm going to go to my website, chalkcouture.com / robin's egg blue. Oops, if I could spell right. Creations. We'll go to shop. What's new? They are of course they're on the last page. The small patches, these are 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. They are a package of 3 for $9.99 or $4.99. My apologies. The large patches are 5 by 3/4 by 5 by 3/4, so they're square. They're a 3-pack for $10.99. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So for less than $25 in an hour's time, I made 4 cute, unique, custom notebooks. That would be perfect for list making, note taking, songwriting if you're into that. So you have to put down in the comments which one is your favorite. Gold Digger, Dream, I have no idea, or Shine. Tell me which one is your favorite. So let's do a little bit of the housekeeping. I just want to tell you about a few of the promotions. Donna says she likes the I have no idea. I thought that one would make a cute little patch when I pulled it out. Just want to remind you of the monthly Club Couture transfer. I will be using that again tomorrow night for my second project of the month. So it's our monthly transfer Monday. This transfer is exclusive to Club Couture members and designers only. It is a monthly DIY subscription kit that comes shipped free to your mailbox for $21.99 US or $27.99 Canadian. Not only do you get the transfer, but you get the 3 paste singles. This month's colors are Ocean Mist, Shimmer Rose Gold, and Shimmer Moonlight, which is kind of a shimmer navy. Also, as a Club Couture member, you get $5.99 US or $15.99 Canadian flat rate shipping on your first Chalk site order each month. After that first order, you do get the flat rate customer shipping of $8.99. There is a 3-month minimum commitment to sign up, but you can cancel at any time after the 3 months. The promotion this month is the Shimmer Very Peri. This is a paste limited quantity, limited run paste color for the month of August only. You're able to get it as a customer by spending $90 US or 125 Canadian. You can get that for free once you have that amount in your cart. Club members, you could spend the $90 or you could stretch it to $100 and you earn the Shimmer Very Peri chalk paste and a detail tool for free. And this color is based on the Pantone color of the year, so very on-trend color. Also, if you've ever been on the fence about joining Club Couture, just remember we now have the Designer Access Pass, so you can become a Chalk Couture designer for $9.99 plus tax. There is no product with that designer pack, but if you do want product, you can do the perk add-on pack for $59.99 plus shipping and tax, or you can do the perks plus add-on pack for $79.99 plus shipping and tax. But all 3 tiers get you the 40% off discount. They all 3 get you the 15% off one-time coupon that you can use in addition to your 40%. You get the free Club Couture transfer for the month. You get your designer office. You get a commission of 25% off on any website purchases. There is also a $19.99 plus tax monthly fee, but that covers your website and your monthly transfer. So if you have any questions about that, just put kit in the comments and I can get you more information. Jason says he likes the Gold Digger. He loves the colors. Oops. Let's take that off. And there we go. I will be live again on Monday evening tomorrow night at 7:45 p.m. Central Time. I hope you have a great rest of your evening and thanks for hanging out with me. See you later.